Welcome back to another video. It's December. What that means is a lot of you are in the market for a new car, and if you're wondering whether you should buy it now or whether you should wait till Jan 2025, you'll probably find today's video helpful. What I've tried to do is I've tried to give you like a framework to think about. These are some of the factors you can think about whether you make your personal decision, whether you want to buy this in December or whether you want to wait till Jan. I see on the internet that there are a lot of black or white rules that no, you must do this now or you must do that now. I think it's a slightly more nuanced answer. I think there are a whole bunch of factors at play which you will have to determine for your particular model, for your particular situation. My intent with this video is to help you out with what are some of the factors that you should think about as you make this decision, right? So let's go through it together, and hopefully you find this useful as you try and navigate this decision. Before we proceed, I want to answer one question. A lot of you keep asking what the 01 network is. Well, you can go check out their website. The link is in the description, and you'll see the channel there along with the other channels that are part of the network. So what are these factors, right? So let's start with the number one factor, which is the macro sales trends of the country from an automobile sector. You have probably seen headlines like this. Marutis and Tatas had a big headache in the run-up to Diwali parties. Our brighter days ahead. Car sales dropped by 14% in November. This is all FADA data. So what I'm trying to get to is that it looks like that the Indian automobile industry is facing somewhat of a slump, right? It's not the same rosy days back in 2022 when everything was flying off the shelf and there were no cars available in the dealerships and the prices were skyrocketing and so on. If you look at even the data, what I've tried to do is I've looked at the last 6 months data starting July, December data still not in, but you can see that year-on-year growth is declining across the board, right? July minus 2.5% in passenger vehicles, August minus 1.7%, September minus 19%, November minus 14%, and October saw a huge spike because of Diwali and all the discounts that followed. So it looks like it's a very discounts driven market right now, which is not a good thing, right? This data, by the way, is from FADA, and shout out to this website called Auto Pundits, which has this in a really good way. But yeah, that's where we're at. So it looks like the automobile industry is not doing as well as it was doing a few years ago. And what is this really leading to? Well, it's leading to an inventory pileup at the dealerships, which is a big financial strain on dealers. Their working capital gets stuck. They struggle financially to make ends, like to make their cash flows meet. And this headline says it all, right? That the inventory has hit 80 to 85 days because of the pileup. In normal times, it's actually 35 to 40 days. So that means they have 2x the inventory that they usually do. And this is a blanket figure. Obviously, their nuance will come in different models, different makes, and which is why I'm telling you that you have to do this for your particular brand and model, and then arrive at it. But at a macro level, what I'm alluding to is that at a macro level, there are two things happening. One, there is a slowdown. It's a very discount-led market as things stand. And two, which is leading to a lot of inventory pile-up at the dealerships, and the dealerships are also hurting, and there is a lot of working capital which is blocked there. Where does this? So keep this in mind as we think forward. All right, let's go through what are some of the discounts that are available in the market. And oh man, there are a lot of discounts, and not just on your usual suspects like the Volkswagen, Skodas, Audis of the world, but across the board there are discounts. So let's go one by one. Let's first quickly start with the biggest brand in the country, Maruti. And one of the most popular cars, Maruti Swift, actually has a discount going on. And this is just some research on some cars. This is not exhaustive by any means. But just to give you an idea of the kind of discounts that are going on. So Swift has a discount of 60,000, are up by 10,000 on some variants, with total benefits crossing the 60,000 mark. This is the new Swift, by the way, that they are offering these discounts on, the one with the 3-cylinder, which I'm not personally a very big fan of, but for those of you in the market for this Swift, this could be a good idea to get it now. The CNG Swift is also on discount of 35,000 rupees, and it has actually gone up by 35 to 55,000 rupees. So sizable discounts on the Swift for those of you interested. One of the most popular selling cars of the country, Grand Vitara, actually gets discounts as well of 1.85 lakhs. So let's go through this quickly. All of the Suzuki cars are here, right? So Grand Vitara gets discounts of 1.85 lakhs, which includes an accessory package of 50,000 and a finance scheme worth 30,000. Strong hybrid variant has a discount of benefits of 1.58 lakhs, including a cash discount and exchange and scrappage bonuses. Fronx has a discount as well, which is a cheaper car than the Grand Vitara, but the discount here is also lesser, of 93,000. Includes a Velocity Kit accessory package. I'm not sure what this is. But yeah, there are discounts on the Fronx. Jimny, of course, has been on discount for a long time, but it looks like they have gone up further. There's a cash discount of 80,000 rupees, bringing up the total discount to 2.3 lakh this month. I was flirting around with the idea of getting a Jimny with Siddhant just for those rainy days in Gurgaon, but then common sense prevailed and I was like, no, let me not get this car. It's not going to be, it's just going to lie waste. So yeah. WagonR also has discounts. 45,000 rupees off on the WagonR. Yeah. Moving on to Celerio, again 45,000 rupees discount on the Celerio. So range from 40 to 45,000. Another tip to keep in mind is these are official discounts on the Autocar website. But when you go at the dealership level, the dealership will further top this up. This should be a baseline of discounts and then ask the dealership that, hey, this is what the company is officially giving the discount on. What else are you going to give me? Because remember, the dealership inventory is stuck and they are the ones who are desperate to get this inventory out. So make sure that you further squeeze the dealerships for discount over and above what you're getting here. The Maruti Suzuki Dzire, the previous generation, not the current one, is also on discount. Smallish discount of 15,000 rupees. Given how popular this car is, I'm not surprised, but still a 15,000 rupee discount is on Dzire also. Maruti Brezza has a discount, 15,000 rupees with a discounted accessory package worth 25,000 or 15,000. So yeah, even the Brezza is on discount. Let's move on to the Tata stable now. Tata Harrier Safari, they have a discount and that has increased to 3.7 lakhs on 2023 models. They still have inventory left from 2023. Looks like they overestimated their demand and overestimated the sentiment going into 2024. But yeah, they have, the discount is up to 3.7 lakh rupees, and Nexon, Altroz, Tiago and Tigor also get over 2 lakh in year-end discounts. Volkswagen Group, no surprises. They're perpetually on discount alongside Skoda, so they are also on a discount of 2 lakh plus year-end discounts. And again, 2023 Tiguan SUVs and Virtus get additional 50,000 cash discount, while older models with 2 airbags get an additional 40,000 off. So pretty hefty discounts here as well. And I'm pretty sure you can really negotiate hard with the dealerships on this. Honda Elevate is on a discount. Extremely surprising personally to me, given how recent this car is and how new it is. So yeah, this is on a discount of 96,000 rupees in December. The outgoing Amaze, which is the previous generation Amaze, and the petrol powered City also have discounts of upwards of 1 lakh rupees this month. Toyota is also on discount, so I love how they call Taiso the SUV. This is nothing but the Fronx's Toyota sibling. 1 lakh rupees in discount. I hate this car and I hate the Fronx. But anyway, for those of you who are in the market for this could be an interesting one to look at because it's at a heavy discount. The Grand Vitara based Hyrider SUV, we saw the Grand Vitaras on discount, so no surprises here. This is also on discount. This is at 1.6 lakh rupee discount. And the Hyrider is also on a discount of, you get benefits of up to 75,000 rupees. I'm surprised to see the Hyrider, but well, it is what it is. This is a mild hybrid version. MG Motors is also on a discount. So MG Motor has 2 lakh rupees benefits on the Hector. And ZS EV is also on a discount of as high as 1.5 lakh rupees. So pretty good options here as well. Mahindra, how could Mahindra stay behind? The Thar, as we all know, has been on a discount for the most part of this year. The Thar 3-door has a discount of 3.06 lakhs on the Earth Edition. Earth Edition was an edition that they had come up with earlier this year, which has a different color and it looks different. So yeah, the Earth Edition is also on a discount of 3.06 lakh rupees, and the two-wheel drive, which is essentially their entry-level Thar, that is at a discount of 1.3 lakh rupees at most outlets. Please push Mahindra dealerships to give you more discount. They've been struggling to sell the Thar, and with the rocks coming in, it'll probably cannibalize the sales of these 3 doors. So make sure if you are in the market for a Thar, you really push hard. Jeep is also on discount. So the Jeep SUV, the Jeep Compass is on a discount of 3 lakh rupees. Yeah, 3.2 lakhs at most outlets. And the Meridian is also on a discount of 2.8 lakh rupees during the month. So in case any of you are interested in Jeeps, not a bad time to buy the Jeep cars as well. And I think I'm going to end this discount section. It's gone on for a while. There are way too many discounts for us to cover, and I'm pretty sure I'm missing out on a lot of discounts. But the way to do this is just pause on the section or pause on the car that you were most interested in and see those discounts and then take it from there. But Hyundai is also on discount. A lot of Hyundai fanboys in the comments here. So Ioniq and Electric are Ioniq and Kona Electric have discounts of up to 2 lakhs. Verna is giving you discounts of 80,000, and Venue has discount / benefits of up to 60,000 rupees. So the next one I want to talk about is what is the pipeline of facelift looking for your particular model. So if you look here, there is the Amaze, which is the new facelifted Amaze, and there's a Dzire which was recently facelifted. Why am I showing you this? Because there's a very high chance, like almost negligible chance, that there's going to be a facelift next year for these cars. That's good or bad depending on how you look at it. If you're getting a discount on these cars or the previous generations now, this discount is probably not going to change next year, and therefore if there is no facelift on the cards, you could possibly consider it now as well. If there is a facelift coming for your car next year, then there's a chance that this current model, current generation, you will get at a discount next year also after the facelift is come, and therefore you might be okay waiting, right? So keep in mind where is your car in terms of the facelift cycle, and take a decision accordingly. Facelifts are important. I remember when my parents bought the Amaze, they bought the previous generation at a great discount after the facelift came up, and they bought it sometime in March, April. Right, so it worked out well for them. They probably got the same price at like a end of year discount, and why not wait till then if there is a facelift on the cards? So that's up to you. You might also like the facelifted car and you might want to buy that. So that's another ball game altogether. But now keep in mind where your car is in the facelift cycle and what's going on there as you evaluate this decision. So now we're done with facelifts. I want to talk about another factor, which is length of ownership. Before you set out on this journey, I want you to be honest with yourself on how long do you plan to own this car for. If you plan to own this for say 3 to 4 years, which is short to medium term, you're probably better off buying next year and not this year. The reason behind that is that when you go to sell this car after 3 to 4 years, the manufacturing year is going to determine how much your depreciation is going to be. There is a split house on this. Some sellers say that the manufacturing year is looked at and not the registration year, and some people say that no, the registration year is looked at and your car could be manufactured whenever. I would say if you want to be cautious, and if you are going to sell it soon, say in 3 years, then you are probably better off buying it in 2025, depending on how much your car depreciates, right? So that's one factor to keep in mind. If, however, you are planning to keep this car for a long term, say 6 to 7, 8 years, then it doesn't really matter whether you buy it in 2024 or whether you buy it in 2025, because you've anyway extracted the maximum juice out of the car. Your car has already depreciated a lot, and the incremental depreciation of 2024 over 2025 is going to be very marginal, and therefore I don't see why you should wait for 2025. You could probably buy it now also if you're getting a great discount. So think about how long do you plan to own this car, what is your length of ownership period going to be, and then take a decision whether you want to buy it in 2024 or whether you want to buy it in 2025. Okay, the last point that I want you to keep in mind is that are there any upcoming cars in this new segment? For example, you could be in the market for a D segment SUV. And we all know that that segment is starved of cars as we speak, right? There is the Gloster and the Fortuner and the Kodiaq at best. And maybe you don't like any of these cars. And maybe there is a new entrant coming next year, which is going to like really change the game and disrupt the pricing of all of these models, be a shock to that segment. And maybe you end up finding great discounts on some of the existing cars, or you may like the new car. So keep in mind, if there are any new entrants coming into this segment next year, the rumor mill is pretty active. You will find out whether there's a new car coming or not. For example, I'm personally very excited about the Ford Everest coming. I hear it's going to come next year. If that comes, it'll be a great car, and probably has the potential to disrupt that segment. Though maybe not, because Ford has lost a lot of face after exiting the country. Anyway, I digress. Coming back to this, if there are any new cars coming in your segment, then it's something to keep on the lookout for. Either you might like that car, or that car might send shockwaves through the segment, leading to like some price disruptions, and maybe you can actually get the car next year again as a 2025 model at a equal price as this year, right? So that's a better deal. So keep that in mind as you think about this. I'm going to wrap up this video. I think my intent with this is to share these 5 different factors that I've spoken about. So yeah, there is no black or white answer for this question, whether you should buy it now, whether you should buy it next year. I have tried to give you a framework. I have tried to give you certain pointers that you can think about as you arrive at the black or white answer for your particular car. So what model you're in, what car do you want to buy, use these pointers to think about it, and hopefully you can arrive at what makes sense for you, whether you want to buy it now, whether you want to buy it next year. Tell me in the comments which car are you in the market for? And are you going to buy it now, or are you going to wait till next year, and what your rationale is? I'd love to hear from you. Tell me if you found this useful. Thank you, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.